Hi everyone, this is Jackie Murray with Ask a Tech Teacher, and I want to show you how to use the new Google Forms that is just taking over education like crazy. Everyone's trying it out and it's so darn useful. You're going to love it once you get used to it. So this is what it looks like if you go to forms.google.com. If you go directly to the Google Forms site, this is what it'll look like. You can also go through your Drive and go to New and Google More and then Google Forms, and it'll bring up a sample form for you then to start filling it out. I kind of like this one better because you get the templates at the top. So you can decide which of these is best suited for your needs and pick that and then have a kickstart on what you're doing. Now this one happens to be, I think, the same one and pretty close to what this one is. So if you pick the Google Forms option in My Drive, it's probably going to end up pretty close to what I just picked. Okay, so you're going to add a title at the top, and then you're going to add your questions here. So to do that, you're going to go to just simply type and type your title in, and then a description. And then you're going to start adding your questions. So this one, a good one, it's always good to start with a name. So I'll leave that there, and short answer is good. And then yes, required, because I want to know who filled it out. And email, yeah, maybe I want that too, but that's all right. So we could leave that also. And then we're going to delete this because I don't need that. And we're going to add a new section here. And my question will be, how many classes are you taking? And it could be multiple choice, or it could be short answer or paragraph. And whichever you want to pick there. I could do multiple choice and then say 1, 2, or add other, whatever else they have. Now you notice down here I have answer key there. That's because this is set up under the settings for quizzes. So here you're going to say make this a quiz or not make it a quiz. If it's not a quiz, obviously, then those answer key won't show. If it is make a quiz, then you'll have these options which you can fill out, that grade is released immediately or not released. And then respondents can see questions, correct answers, point values. So we're going to get back into this shortly. So I'm going to leave it as a quiz for the moment, so you can see how we use that. So let's add another question, and we can do, which do you like best? And you can do multiple choice, but there's a lot of choices here. It's short answer or paragraph. Now these can't be graded under a quiz, obviously. It's not at that point yet where they can read a narrative and grade it. But you can have multiple choice, you can have check boxes, you can have a drop-down list. Those are probably pretty explanatory, so I won't go into those. But let's look at linear scale. Well, that doesn't work my question very well. Which do you like best? So let's, on a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you like your favorite? Okay, and then it's going to give them 1, and then you're going to label it not much to 5 very much, and then they're going to grade it that way. Okay, so let's add one more, and linear scale multiple choice grid. And this might be suited to when you are showing them something in class, and they will click the column that fits that based on what they see, and the question won't really be relevant to this. So which is your favorite? And then you're going to go to multiple choice grid and 1 response per row. So we're going to have row 1, and let's say in class you're going to show them choices of pictures, and they're going to pick the picture that they like the best. So let's say picture after this so I don't confuse it with my other one. And okay, and we'll add one more. And let's see if we've gone through all of the typical ones that you want to see. I think that's about it. So you have a lot of different kinds of questions you can have. The only ones that will be graded in our responses are going to be multiple choice and the drop down and the checkbox, those three. So okay, you can then make this look a little nicer. You can go to the palette and pick a color and change the color based on what you like for your palette. I'm not a real fan of purple, but okay, so or you can put a picture. Now the picture puts it in the heading. So if I go to the picture here, I can go to select one of these headers that they have, or I can upload my own picture, or I might have my own albums online. It'll only let you pick a certain size. So if I go to, I could pick one of these, or I can go to my own photo, and let's say I drag and drop this picture, and it'll load it, but it's not going to let me have the whole thing because I don't have it sized right. So I can make it bigger, and this is kind of as big as it's going to make it. So I can make it, I'll have to pick my portions. So then I'll say select, sure. And now that will make the top that header, and it'll change the color down here. So it makes it a little nicer, a little more attractive for anyone looking at it, anyone answering it. Okay, and then I'm going to go, so now I want to add a picture or a video, something like that. So let's call this one answer questions about this picture. And I'm going to add a picture. And I can drag and drop another picture. Let's see, what's a good picture? I might add this picture and have them tell me what it is. I can do that as a multiple choice and give them options here, or I can do it as a short answer or a paragraph, whatever I want. And then show them this picture and have them pick it. Pick which answer applies to it best. I can also then add a video. And I'm going to have a video that I've selected. And let's just paste that in there. Paste it in the URL and then say select. And now I've got this video, so I could ask them questions underneath it. There are numbers there. It's a little hard to read. So what is number one? And then give them options. It's the headphones, monitor, or tower. And then they have to pick one of those. So this is a good time to show you the answer key. When I have that quizzes option on, let's add other also, then I have to tell the answer key which it is. So the answer is headphones. So there's my answer. And I can also give answer feedback, like what is another name for headphones, or what do kindergartners call the headphones. And then I'm good. And I go back into editing. Okay, so let's look at preview and see what this looks like. So let's fill this in as though we're a student. So there's my name. It has an asterisk there, so I have to fill it in, but these two I don't. So I'll just tab right through them. How many classes are you taking? Let's just say I'm taking 1. On a scale of 1 to 5, how much do you like your favorite? I'll say 5. Which is your favorite picture? Now this is based on something being shown in class, so whatever I answer isn't going to be right or wrong. And answer to this picture, what is your, this is an ancient Greek statue. And the hardware quiz, so they'll watch this video and then they'll answer a series of questions here. So let's just say this is the tower. What is number 1? It's hard to see what those are, but you can see it there. and then comments, anything they have. It's not required, and then we'll submit. So now students can view their score and see, yep, everything's fine. And then they get down here, and on the video, they answered wrong, and it gives them the correct answer. So students will know immediately that they got the answer wrong, and it should have been something else. That is about it. Up here, you can see in settings, presentation, quizzes, gives you some options there. And then these dots let you know how you can, if you want to add collaborators here, you can do that. And then send is email it to someone, or here's the link if you want to share it with someone, which you probably would, or embed it into your blog or website, whatever works well for you there, and make it easily available. Then people fill it out right there, and it comes back here to answer. So I'm going to change my title up here too, and we'll just call this also test form. And we are done. That is it. So let me know if you have any questions, and please watch my other Ask a Tech Teacher videos. Thanks, guys. Have a good time.